Well, a guy has found himself in Butler, Indiana at the International Monster Truck Museum and Hall of Fame. And today I'm going to be fulfilling a childhood dream because today is my debut in a monster truck. That's right, I'm going to be driving the Black Stallion Monster Truck. And I'm not talking about tootling around in a cornfield back there, fellers. I threw myself into an actual competition. Yeah, there are some absolute legends here. It's going to be fine. So real quick before the madness starts, I gotta be a little serious. I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you to all you guys that have been watching and subscribing and following along. Without your continued support, I wouldn't have these opportunities, and I am just sincerely grateful. And a big thank you to Mike Vaters and Mikey for just letting a strange redneck jump in an expensive rig like that and trust me. And Peak Auto. They've been a long-time supporter as well. Thank you to those guys for wrapping this thing up and making it happen. Let's go check out the legendary Black Stallion truck. This thing is wild. I was eyeing their battery system. They do the same thing as Charlotte. They got an onboard charger. You just plug her in. Go green. So I got the legend Mike here. He's gonna run us through the truck because I know a lot of you at home have questions, just like I do. Yeah, or had. He's answered a lot of them. But give me some basics. What makes a monster truck a monster truck?
Well, a monster truck, originally, when I started, I was in the first dozen trucks ever built. We had street trucks, big tires, 44s, whatever on the street. In my case, the bumper height laws come out, and it was either lower my truck or take it off the street. I wasn't about to lower it. And I got together with a guy who had a military yard and went and bought some 5-ton axles, big axles, and put in the truck. And actually was the first, when I first started, was an old leaf spring truck, military axles, military springs. We used to hang out the window and crawl over the cars. Well, like any other sport progresses, racing, this, that, of course it was half killing us, jumping these trucks. And so I started leaning toward the off-road racing industry. So I drove to California, met with them, and started working on design. And of course, some other teams were out there designing shocks and different things, and going the off-road, off-road shock.
You were one of the first to get into that kind of stuff.
Yes, I drove to California, met with Custer, which was King family, worked for Custer. Now they have their own company. Everybody knows King shocks. Yeah. And I bought a set of 18-inch Custer shocks at the time, and I retrofitted them to my original truck because we wasn't quite sure what we were going to run, what we were going to do. So I just kind of kept working with my original truck, took the leaf springs out, put a truss under it, 4-linked it, and put the shocks on. What a world of difference. Yeah. And it just progressed from there.
Yeah, so all these trucks today have these big shocks. Yeah. They're 4-link, they have 5 tons.
No, they're a 106. Some people run 5 tons still with a planetary. Okay. These are a 106, basically like a 4.9-inch front loader. They're basically a big dune buggy with a fiberglass body. Basically, the body is just our clothes, gives the truck its identity.
Okay. And you got planetary gears in here. We were kind of talking about that.
Here, and there's actually 3 gears in there that gives you a reduction right at the lug nuts. It's a 3.5 to 1 reduction. So you got 620 times 3 to 1. 20 plus to 1, 23, 24 to 1, depending on what ratio you got in your planetary.
Yeah, so that's how they move these heavy trucks. I'm guessing 12, 13,000 pounds?
This truck's probably a little over 12,000. Or, I'm sorry, I
12,000
take that
pounds.
back. A little over 11.
Okay.
When I have my race tires on, my BKTs, I'm about 10.8, 10.6.
Wow,
My
okay.
son's truck, Overkill, it's 11.8.
So they're lighter than I thought, actually.
Well,
they're still very heavy, but they're getting lighter,
I don't know
it
if you
seems.
walked around the museum, the truck Taurus
Yeah,
in there. I
yeah.
restored that. That's my truck, and Equalizer's mine. That Taurus is the lightest truck to this day, still the lightest truck. With aluminum wheels, and the way it sets, about 6,800 pounds.
That chassis is very impressive.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool, all chrome moly. But the problem we have with a truck like Taurus, going to run with the big, you know, I'd say Monster Jam, you're out there doing what we're doing, you land upside down, you wouldn't survive in a truck like that. That's straight line racing.
That's racing, yeah.
Straight line. It's just outdated.
Yeah.
And I know it's probably been the same way in some of the drag racing. The earlier years they built super light stuff.
Yeah.
But you have to bring in the safety. You got to protect the driver. And, you know, some of these trucks they were building with 095, 065. You know, we're up to 188 wall on some of these trucks now. And
Yeah.
the main structure up behind, 1/4 inch, you know, chrome moly DOM.
Yeah.
So the main thing is to protect the truck. And you kind of want what I call an amble. You
Right.
want to go into a big crash and, all right, throw some new parts on it and go. You don't want something that's going to fold and twist.
Right, you don't want to put it on a frame jig every time.
Well, yeah, you're out of the game. I mean,
Yeah.
like here, I'm leaving here and going straight to Connecticut.
Yeah.
So you know,
God willing,
whatever
if
you
I
tear
don't-
up, I want to be able to just throw parts on it and go.
Oh, fingers crossed. Let's go back to the power plant here. So you're a Ford guy, obviously.
Well, I like them all, but I've kind of got myself not entrapped, but I have so much Ford stuff. Actually, Ford worked with me, the motorsport division. Got some big-headed motors we run on my son's truck. And I just have so much Ford hardware that, you know.
Hard to turn now.
But some of my, like the trucks in the museum, they're Chevrolet, and you know. But,
Yeah.
but I like them all. They're all just one big pump.
Big air pump, pretty much. So this is a 540 big block Ford. It runs on methanol. It's got a Ritz blower on it.
Yeah.
You got a belt-driven fuel pump system here and all. I mean,
As you can see, I need a new blower belt.
it's getting there.
Yeah, it's a little frazzled. I got some new ones in there, but
Let's just pretend we didn't see that.
that's my favorite thing about it. Just pretend we don't see that.
Now the exhaust here, we're looking at a couple different trucks. I noticed this log and muffler. Is that a Monster Jam regulation?
Well, Monster Jam, I had resonators on each pipe. And here I was actually at the PRI show, and I get a call from Monster Jam. And then they're like, hey, we're going to all one, you know, everything has to come out into one muffler. So I went home and just...
You made that.
I made that.
Yeah.
And actually, it works so good, I just kept it. And if you look at this end, see if you can figure out what that is.
It's a bearing of
That's
some
a rear
sort.
muffler bearing.
Muffler bearing. I love it. Can't find the part number for that quite yet. But. So basically, small space, arena noise, stuff like that. They wanted to kind of bring it down. All said and done, what kind of horse torques are you running here?
Theoretically, this one right now, it's got a tires blower on it, 1350, 1400.
That ought to do it.
Fresh blower right around 15. Overkill's probably got 16. Good blower, 1750.
Wow.
You change them little pulleys there. I can put this thing up to 2500 like that.
Yeah.
But it's good rules. It keeps things safe.
Yeah.
You know, once again, you don't want to be out there putting, you know, 3,000 horsepower through these motors and blowing a motor up. You know, you just want to keep a good tool under you to be able to go out and put the best shoulder you can, wipe the dust off, and go again.
I was just going to say, keep them reliable, put on a good show, and then you're not wrenching on them every night.
You know, a lot of us get caught up in the wanting to outdo the other guy, this. You know, we do that, but we put the best show on, but we're still just entertaining fans that want to come and see a good show.
Yeah.
And we can definitely get it done with the equipment we have.
Yeah. And you're talking about safety earlier, and we see the drive shaft hoops in here. You've got limiting straps in here. You've got a cage around the rotor.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got pretty much anything that could spin, fling, or fly is covered.
One of the things with our sport, and I've noticed in other sports, we started an organization, MTRA, Monster Truck Racing Association, back in 1987. We got RIIs, a remote ignition interrupter. It actually shuts the ignition down from the ground. Let's say Derek's out there running around
through the cornfield.
Yes, breaks the sway bar. Or a fan runs out on the track, or somebody, wanting these autographed, we can shut him down. You know, whatever it takes to keep the driver safe and the people, the surroundings safe. But back to what we were saying about, we're real proactive. We look at ahead, not try and wait till something happens, or if something happens, then make a rule. Which it's happened, but we're really proactive.
That's good. It keeps the sport alive. You know, you don't want something to happen, and it's just
families. They come to see a good time. Nobody get hurt.
Yeah. Well, this is incredible. Thanks again for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Appreciate it so much.
You've been a big fan of mine. I started watching you during COVID, and I'm like, that guy's gonna be good.
Oh, I appreciate
I'll watch
it.
You. I mean, when I can, I'll tune into you.
Well, I appreciate it. God willing, I don't tear this up.
If you do, you do, man. It's just all about the good time.
I'll write you a bad check. It'll be fine.
That'll be fine. That'll be fine.
Well, we're phase 3 seat surgery currently. They've flipped the bracket. I think we've got some air fittings or something in there. Lower the bracket down, get the seat between the rails. Now they're securing it back in. Mike's a little shorter than me, so the truck is built for Mike, obviously. So now we're trying to jam a Sasquatch in there. If all goes well, I should have an inch of room between the bar and my helmet. But listen, you want your head strapped in so tight in these trucks because it's literally like getting in a car wreck every time you land. So hopefully I can get my straps, my neck restraint set up correctly where my head isn't moving that full inch. If it is, I got a bottle of Tylenol. We'll be fine. Reminds me of the jungle gym in elementary. Okay. You want me to bounce on this? Is that what you said? That's definitely better.
Yeah, we definitely dropped down about 1.5 inches.
A little better?
Yep.
A little gooder?
Definitely more gooder.
Yeah, about 1/4 inch at best, Mike.
You actually, the way the geometry works, the seat kind of comes forward a little bit. Put that wheel on there and see what you got.
That's fine.
Okay. Bring your arm down real hard. Down on the wheel.
Huh? Yeah.
Up here.
Oh, here, yeah. Yeah, it's hitting.
You feel that hit real hard.
So we can probably shove these in a little if you want it.
You've got maybe pull them out a little bit more.
We could drive like this.
You're kind of you won't ignore all that pain and leave it out.
Yeah.
I hit mine there.
It's not a funny bone. I don't know why they call it that. Well, we made some final adjustments to the truck. We got the seat, thanks to these guys. Big thank you. Basically screwed up their entire seat setup, but I could fit in it, it seems like. I'm gonna get a suit on and we're gonna go ahead and jump in and make sure the belts are 100% so we're not scrambling last minute. And I might get to tootle around in the grass here a little bit so I can learn that rear steer and just see how the truck feels. And we're getting pretty close to go time here.
You can take that wheel off next time.
That is a nice square body. You see that one?
What's that?
That blue and black square body over there?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, go ahead and sense them and then I'll pull you down.
Okay, go ahead.
Is his eyes bulging?
Yeah, starting to. Yeah, that's probably good. I can't feel my left leg, so that's about right. You guys will have to clip these because I'm so tight in the seat now I can't see nothing.
Yep. There it is. Got her.
Okay, let's see how much movement I got.
Make them real tight.
All right, Mike, go ahead.
See when.
That's good.
There
Can I go over these little rollers, just drive over them, not jump them?
Yeah, you can go over them and stuff, but yeah, just I would say if anything, just kind of get a feel for it, you know.
Yeah.
Once you start feeling how it feels, you'll be all right.
Okay, what we're going to do, we were talking about the RII, the radio ignition interrupter, and what we're going to do, we're going to do a radio test. Derek's going to turn it over and start it up, and then he's going to hold his hands up, and then I'm going to shut him down, and he's going to reset and go out here and do some testing. Ready, Derek? Okay, set the power on and off. Good to go.
Okay.
Everybody heads up!
That's fun. Man alive. The power steering in the front ain't very...
Well, like that squeaking is my belt. I run a belt. Most everybody else runs direct drive. The R's, I mean, when you're doing good on the R, you don't quite have to do that much.
On the what?
RPM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't run water.
Yeah, you're straight methanol, right?
Well, I got a radiator. I just... water. Yeah.
Well, first impressions. It's as awesome as you would think it is. It's amazing how quickly these accelerate for being 11, 12,000 pounds. Just wanted to feel the rear steering before I get out in front of everybody. And I think I was just overthinking it. It's not terrible. I just got to get used to the front steering on this and not load the front with so much weight, because I don't have that. You can't just do this on the steering wheel is what I'm saying. I think everything else is the way it's supposed to be. It's up to me. I want to be really good. I know that's extremely unlikely. It's my first time, but I'm going to try. And it would definitely be something I would want to get better at, you know. But I think we're doing races first, Chicago style, it's called. not the hot dog or the pizza. You chase each other around. We've got some rollers, I think some tires. It's basically an oval track. So you probably start opposite, is that right, Jeff?
Yep, opposite.
Opposite, and you chase each other around, and the first one to pass where you started wins. Obviously, being in the air is slow, so you want to try to keep it on the ground. That's where I'm going to fail, because I'm sure I'll be in the air. Also turning, I'm not going to be as fast as these guys, but it's my first race. You got to get it done. You got to get it in the book. I'm excited, ready to rock these guys. Again, big thanks to Mikey, his whole crew, Jeff, everybody here at the museum. They've all been super accommodating and working hard just so I fit in this thing, and it's crazy. Jessica, I want one. Write it down.
It's an addiction. Okay, come on out here, Derek. Hey, Derek, come on out here. So this is a pretty cool deal. A lot of you guys came to see Derek drive the first time in a monster truck. He's driving Mike Vaters' Black Stallion truck, and Derek's got a TV show called Vice Grip Garage. Tell us what you're thinking.
I'm just looking forward to having fun, and I just really don't want to mess up Mike's truck. I want to say thank you to Mike and his team. They've been working hard this morning, cutting me into this truck basically. I'm a little bit taller.
Yeah, he's a little bit bigger. We should have just put a roof hole in it so your head could go out of the top. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, we had to do a little renovation for the new kid, but he's going to do a good job. I've been watching him many years on his YouTube channel, Vice Grip Garage, and he's just awesome. Like he said when we were talking, it sounds like we're cut from the same mold. He's exactly right. I love watching him work and things he does to get cars back home from many miles away.
All right, give it up for Derek. Okay, next up over here is Mr. Excitement.
Okay. Good, it was 50.
You got him.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you're in next round.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there we go.
Good luck. I'm gonna send you home.
All right, I got it in park because it was rolling. Man, it's a lot slicker down here than up there. It's completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, see what I mean about kind of somewhat carrying a rear steer too much can make it spin faster?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they're really fast.
Yeah, but it all depends on the surface of the track, really.
Right.
What kind of hurts on this truck, you don't have a front blocker set. You know, you don't have that extra pull to get you out of that.
Right. Oh, shoot.
Pull too much rear steering again.
Yep.
That's all right. You know what you did. That's all that matters.
Dang, I thought I had less throttle that time, but
Huh?
I thought with less throttle it wouldn't kick like that, but it did.
Yeah, you did good.
Thanks, Mike.
Feels good the faster you go, huh?
Yeah, it does. It's not such a drop.
Yeah.
Well, bracket racing is finished. That was an absolute blast. I got to putt around, do a little practice lap, and then I actually won one. I won one. I saw him do a pretty hard slide up there, so I followed Mike's advice and just cut the corner as sharp as I could and came across at an angle shortest distance. And we won that, moved on, and then I got smoked. Too much rear steer again. It grips pretty good up by the cornfield, and it's pretty sloppy down here where they're watering, and I stayed in the rear steer too long and then tried to use the throttle to come out of it, and just didn't get there. But man, that was out of lot of fun. We get a little bit of break. They're going to do quad racing, and then it's freestyle time, which I'm really looking forward to. I got a minivan over there with my name on it, I think. Yeah.
See what you think. Man, the first round you pulled it off. That was an upset. That was crazy. What do you think?
It was an absolute blast. I actually didn't even know I won until I was backing back in, and these guys are pretty fired up. But I saw, you know, he was sliding around a little bit out there, so I knew I just had to get a straight line on it, make it as short as distance I could, and we were able to pull it off. It was fun.
All right. Well, it was pretty cool. We didn't know what to expect, you know, being a first time out there, so that had to be a big boost of confidence for you. What are you thinking about freestyle?
I'm actually really fired up for freestyle. Mike's been giving me some good advice. It sounds a lot like faster, faster, faster.
Okay, well that sounds good. What do all you guys think? All right.
I want to thank Derek for coming out and noticing our sport, and you know, I just want to invite him to our family and what we do and our sport, and hopefully we see him a little bit more, and we can get together and do some more stuff. Thanks again for everybody's supporting the museum and coming out, and we just want to make this grow and make this sport better, and then teach everybody about our past and what we've done. And I wanted to thank everybody.
Thank you, Mike.
All right. Well, thank you, Mike, for letting him drive one of your trucks. And so this will be exciting. Well, here we just got the final round winner. You whooped your dad. What do you think about that?
You know, honestly, it's kind of becoming a normal occurrence, unfortunately for him. But you know what?
What's that feel like?
I really don't know. It just happens.
Mikey won't tell me. He does it to me all the time, and he won't tell me.
It just kind of happens, you know? It's just one of those things that's normal anymore.
So what are you going to do for freestyle? You got a big plan, or you just kind of go out and do whatever you feel like?
You know, honestly, we're going to come out here, have some fun, make some good hits, and make sure you guys leave here with a smile.
All right, well, give it up for Zach. All right. How many of you want to see Derek do freestyle today?
first time.
Yep, very nice.
Thank you. I got it down to 20, Mike, so I wanted to shut it down.
You did good. I was out there telling you to kill it. Yeah, you did good.
Oh. Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
Incredible. Well, your champion took home another W. Mikey absolutely, I don't even have words. You can smell fresh till he was digging into the earth out here so bad. Hit an obstacle out there, a big dirt pile wasn't even supposed to be a thing. Just tore this place up. It's just, I'm in awe of everybody here and their talent. It's incredible. I had such a blast. We didn't break anything, which is a big goal. Man, I just have so much respect. You think it would be difficult driving these trucks? Take that times 30. There's so much going on at once. And all of these guys just ooze talent out here. Again, huge thank you to Mike, absolute legend, his team, his friends, Mikey, everybody here, International Monster Truck Museum and Hall of Fame. These guys have been very courteous. They've been awesome hosts, everybody that came out. And please take note of how much work these guys put in. Hauling all the equipment here, setting these trucks up. They're maintaining these, maintaining them. They're working on them every day, and they're running these trucks every single week, week in, week out. So if you think $15, $20, $25 is too much for a monster truck ticket, think again. Go support these guys. It's an awesome event. It's an awesome sport. That's it for me. Ibuprofen and cold snacks. See you next time.